Imagine a robot that doesn't rely on silicon chips or lines of code for commands, but instead takes its cues from a living organism, a mushroom. Sounds like science fiction, right? But it's not. Researchers at Cornell University have done just that, creating a biohybrid robot powered by the intricate networks of mycelium, the underground root-like structures of mushrooms. And the results are nothing short of groundbreaking. But here's where it gets even more fascinating. This isn't just about moving a robot. It's about blending biology and technology in ways that could revolutionize how we think about machines. Robots traditionally operate based on pre-programmed instructions, but this project flips the script. The mycelium, with its ability to sense light, touch, chemicals, and temperature, acts as the brain. It produces tiny electrical pulses, a natural language of sorts, that researchers have learned to interpret. By translating these pulses into digital commands, the team has enabled a robot to move in response to its environment. And this is the part most people miss. The robot doesn't just react. It adapts. When the mycelium detects a change, like a shift in light, the robot adjusts its movement accordingly. It's sensory motor control, but driven by a living system. From mushrooms to motion. How it works. The process begins with growing mycelium in small chambers equipped with electrodes. These chambers are then connected to robots, allowing the fungus to dictate their movement. By integrating mycelium into the robot's electronics, we've created a machine that can sense and respond to its environment, explains Rob Shepard, a professor of mechanical and aerospace engineering at Cornell and the study's senior author. While this experiment used light as the input, the team envisions a future where the robot responds to chemical cues, opening up a world of possibilities for real-world applications. Why mycelium, the unsung hero of biohybrids? Most biohybrid systems rely on animal cells, like muscle fibers, which are delicate and require strict lab conditions. Mycelium, on the other hand, is a survivor. It thrives in harsh environments, tolerates temperature and humidity fluctuations, and grows on basic nutrients. This resilience makes it ideal for robots designed to operate outdoors or in unpredictable settings, where dust, vibration, and weather are constant challenges. But there's more. Mycelium's electrical activity isn't a steady stream. It's a series of spikes and patterns, much like a natural rhythm. This makes it easier for engineers to detect meaningful signals without getting lost in the noise. It's like listening to a heartbeat instead of deciphering a complex symphony. The challenge: making sense of whisper-quiet signals. One of the biggest hurdles was ensuring the signals from the mycelium weren't drowned out by electrical noise from the robot's motors and wires. The team tackled this by designing a shielded interface that blocks vibrations and electromagnetic interference, allowing for clean recordings even as the robot moves. This is a game changer, as living sensors typically struggle with motion-induced interference. Software then monitors these signals in real time, translating the mycelium's rhythmic spikes into control commands. Instead of trying to decode a complex language, the system focuses on the rhythm, keeping it robust and reliable. This approach mirrors biology's central pattern generators, circuits that produce rhythmic outputs to coordinate movement. The mycelium spikes set the beat, and the robot's controller maps that beat to motor timing, enabling coordinated steps or wheel turns. 2 robots, 1 living beat. To prove the concept's versatility, the team built 2 distinct robots, a soft, spider-like walker and a small wheeled rover. Each carried a mycelium sample connected to electrodes. When the fungus produced its natural spiking pattern, the robots moved. When exposed to ultraviolet light, the mycelium spiking pattern changed, prompting the robots to adjust their gait. The researchers even added an override mode, allowing human intervention without harming the living tissue. It's a delicate balance of biological autonomy and human control. Real-world applications beyond the lab. The potential applications are vast. In agriculture, mycelium-powered robots could monitor soil chemistry, applying fertilizer only where needed, and reducing environmental harm. Imagine robots that can sense nutrient levels in crops and make decisions on the spot, potentially preventing issues like harmful algal blooms, Shepard suggests. Environmental monitoring is another area where these robots could shine. Mycelium's sensitivity to toxins and pathogens could enable cheap, soft robots to navigate contaminated areas and adjust their paths without needing pre-programmed rules for every scenario. The controversy: are living robots the future? Here's where it gets controversial. Blending biology and robotics raises ethical and practical questions. Is it right to use living organisms as components in machines? And how far should we go in merging life with technology? While the potential benefits are enormous, the implications are complex. What do you think? Is this the future of robotics, or are we crossing a line? Why this matters: a new philosophy for machine control. Traditional robots treat sensors as add-ons, but this approach integrates the sensor into the control loop itself. It's about creating a true connection with the living system, says Anand Mishra, the study's lead author. The robot becomes a visualization of signals we can't see, like stress responses in the mycelium. While there's still work to do before these robots leave the lab, the foundation is laid. A living network can now steer a machine in the real world, and the machine can respond without the system falling apart. It's a paradigm shift in how we design and interact with technology. Want to see this in action? Check out the video from Cornell University here. https://cornell.app.box.com/v/biohybrid-robots, file 1633846059. The full study is published in Science Robotics here, https://doi.10.1126 SciRobotics ADK 8019. Subscribe to our newsletter for more groundbreaking stories like this, and download EarthSnap, our free app, to explore the wonders of science and nature. The future is here. Are you ready to be part of the conversation?